Clears up. Oh, I just found a new hot sauce. I don't know why I want to talk about. I'm supposed to be talking about The Wire. Season 3, episode 11. It's Cholula. It's Chipotle, by the way. That's my new favorite. Anyway, dog here or something. Man, there's a lot. There's a lot going on in this episode. I mean, more than a little bit. So, basic overview. Let me try and get a basic overview out. So we have the character Cuddy. He seeks funding for his boxing program. I could say so many. I could say so many things about that. There's so many. That's probably my most favorite character. That's my most favorite. That is my favorite character throughout the entire series. Is Cuddy because of what he represents as far as new hope and becoming a productive member of society. I mean, you don't have to shed your you don't have to shed your the times you struggled as a youth or times when things were hard in your life to be a complete person, but you have to be. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but you have to have something behind you, a backbone to start with, and I think that's what he's teaching these young kids, if anything. And he's not just teaching them how to box, but he's giving them confidence and showing them that they could tackle life. I, maybe I'm reaching there. Maybe I'm reaching, but I think it's so important that individuals who are passionate about something can take their passion and give it to somebody who has nothing in life. I mean, that kid was. A lot of those kids were making a few dollars, watching out for police or selling a vice. You know what I mean? And they come in there and they put some sweat equity in their own life, and I think it's just an amazing thing. And I swear to this day, I never thought I would see something like that depicted in a TV show, um, and it gives it a chance to fully play out as well. Because if something like this was in a movie, it would have to be condensed, and I think the message would probably be lost. I mean, it depends on who the director and writer is, but anyway, that's my favorite character, and I really like the way that his character is starting to reach the summit of its arc, or however you want to call it. Moving on the police side, I mean, they've scored a major victory, but I'm smiling because in a minute I'll talk about why it's basically all for nothing. But they scored a major victory, and they've been able to successfully get a wiretap on these phones, so they've been able to pinpoint Stringer's phone. He's like the second in command. Been able to pinpoint his phone so they could get a tap on that, and also just get some incriminating stuff. And they get their incriminating stuff without a doubt. Now, Stringer's got a lot of. His character's not even overly complex, I don't think. Up until this point, his character's not even overly complex. He was just doing what he felt he had to do for his own survival, or satisfy his own needs. And he wound up stabbing his partner in the back, and having his partner's relative killed. So he does deserve something, and he also had another individual, Omar's lover, tortured. So he's done some wrong, but it is what it is as far as that. Uh, yeah, the police score a victory there, and finally connections are starting to be made with the information that's known on like the politician side and the policing side. I mean, they're straddling the fence. They're walking the same line, but just on the other side of the fence of one another, as far as the information that they know as far as this Amsterdam is concerned. And now that's making ruffles through the mayor's office and through police commission and reporters. It's getting around, and there's a connection because McNutty is dating the campaign manager of the hopeful mayor. That guy. Well, not dating. They're really just fuck buddies at this point, but they're involved. Say that. So they're hinting at one another. She's fishing for information, and he's smart enough to know. Okay, you're fishing because that's really good because there was a moment when McNulty confesses that he doesn't feel any type of connection with her, and he actually feels smaller than her, or at least that's the way he feels like she was treating him. And in this situation, she's putting herself into his world where he deals with liars and cheats all day. So he can see right through the bullshit, and it's good to see that. It's I think everything is symbolic. If I'm using that word correctly, everything is symbolic to a boxing match, which they have a boxing match going on in the background through the majority of the episode. Well, at least the latter part of the episode. You're gonna have moments when you're down. You're gonna have moments when you're up. You're gonna have moments when you're tired. You're gonna have moments when you're hurt. But if you're able to keep pushing forward and persevere, then of course there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel. There always is. I think if you're going in the right direction with the right mindset and you have a plan in place, then you're always going to be successful in most cases. What else happened in this episode? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the police. I touched on the politician and him. Things are moving around because of what he done in this. What's his name? What that guy's done in the what that character's done. That police character's done, and I forgot the character's name and I forgot what I was calling him. But the actions that he's taken creating this Amsterdam has created created a lot of waves, and now more people are getting interested in it because it's going to be it's a chance for them to elevate their career or achieve some personal goal that they're looking after, which is clear cut. I like that. Now let's get to the meat and butter. Is that the right saying? Meat and butter, or is it bread and butter? One of the two. Something you got to eat. You need that butter though. You've got Muzon, this Muslim hitman they've got, and you've got Omar. They come together. Now I don't know why I got so giddy when I see these two characters together. It's just what they represent is a bit of self-control, and they're winners. They're winners in more aspects than one, at least in my opinion. As far as this series is concerned, I feel like they're winners, right? So let me see here. So they meet up and they strike some kind of deal, and they figure out who played who, and they go to Avon. Whoa, not Omar, but Muzon goes to Avon. Avon gives up Stringer. Meanwhile, Stringer's giving up Avon to the same police officer who set up Amsterdam. So they're giving up each other at this point, and they have that cliche moment where they're on a balcony looking out and reminiscing about life and this and that. But at the same time, they realize that both of them are both playing each other. They smell something in the air. It's crazy to see. And Stringer, he plays like he knows or he feels something may be awry, but he still continues on to this meeting, and now he's getting back into his gangster bag, if you want to call it, because he's tried to go white collar all the way, and now he's been brought up to speed to the fact that he's been played. So if you play me, I'm gonna hurt you, and those are the rules of the streets. And he's decided to go that route, not knowing that Muzon and Omar are waiting for him. Omar comes in with that shotgun. What is this? I think it's a pistol grip Mossberg, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. Like, I'm not a gun aficionado. I don't even know if that's the right way to call it. I just don't know that much about guns. I know it's it's an interesting choice. 3-inch shell with magnum load or something like that. Boom! Knocks the guy over the table. Stringer runs, of course. Everything's boarded up. He can't get out. And for some reason, he doesn't think to kick that board out so he can stay alive. but he gets caught by Muzon upstairs. They lead him back down there. They have this stare off, like this old West stare off, and they're sitting there talking. And he comes to the realization that, no, okay, before I get too far ahead of myself, there's an interesting fact here. His first thought is to offer them money, thinking everybody has a price, which everybody does have a price, but that price doesn't necessarily involve money. That price is the satisfaction from knowing that you're going to suffer and you're no longer breathing. That's their price. It's no amount of money, no favors, none of that. The price is seeing you take your last breath. And he realizes that. And of course, he tries to go out with some ball. Well, do what you got. And yeah, you get shot up real good. I think he got hit twice with the shotgun, and like 4 or 5 times with Brother Muzon's pistol. But his gun work is something. It's a little fishy. I mean, his gun handling is a little fishy. Like I said, I'm not an expert on it, but he's always holding it right here on his side. I guess that would give him a more. I guess he's like born with some deficiency or something that gives him a weaker arm or something, because he's always shooting with one hand or something like that. Like, I don't know what the purpose is for that, but it seems like you would always have the firearm in that position if you're in like a defensive situation. Somebody's trying to wrestle with you or grab you, and you're pushing them back with one arm, and you pull that gun up like this, and hopefully you carry one in the chamber, and you can whack that safety off wherever it may be. In 1911, it's that grip safety. Pop, pop. You can let them have it. But anyway, yeah, that's the end of the episode. I'm more than pleased with this series up until this point. I mean, I say that because I don't know what's coming after. I can only hope for the best, and I don't think I'll be disappointed. So if you like me ranting and raving about different series, of course, this is The Wire. I have The Mandalorian, which I don't like. Breaking Bad. I have doing Futurama. I have a few movies up too. Go check those videos out and subscribe.